Lack of motivation sometimes comes from not having a proper study program, a map. Where are you going? You cannot go sailing in a boat and just go anywhere. You need to have a destination point, or fly in an airplane, imagine. just go. No, you need to know where are you going, which direction, and bring a compass with you. So then therefore, in our study program, we have very defined what to do when, and a rotation of 9 days, which starts with half hour or 20 minutes or half hour of practice every day, divided into 2 subjects. For instance, on day 1 we have rhythm and scales, and on day 2 we have improvisation and another thing. So it will keep rotating in 9 days, this thing, and if one day you have 1 hour to practice, then you can do materials of day 1 and 2, and then next day continue with day 3. So then that way I have very exact map of I'm getting rhythm, repertory, and technique all together. So if we have a real study program, which is of course a map and a thing pointing to your goals and to your destination all the time, then you don't get confused and will never get depressed or with lack of enthusiasm, because you know where you are going. And that's why we have supervision also in Skype. So the plan, the study program, how you follow, is extremely important. It has to be real, it has to make sense, and it has to work. And it has to work for you. That's why these things we cannot learn by watching videos. We need personal supervision. That's what I do in Skype, in fact. So this thing is important. You know how many people I see discouraged in the universities or in conservatories that are bored to death, and lack of enthusiasm and lack of motivation, totally, because these guys, they don't have any idea. I asked just one guy the other day, he was asking me some question about picado and scales, and I said, yeah, why are you doing these exercises? And he said, yeah, I don't know, they just told me to do it. So you see, teachers don't explain these things. We have to explain, this is the process, this exercise you do for this, and that, and that's what you will get. And then you try it and you see it works, and then imagine if all 100% of what you study is that much secure, that much assuring, then of course you never get discouraged. There is no reason. You can only go up. So therefore, how you practice, and this is very individual thing, and it has to be under supervision. This is to be very careful, because if that is foggy, then again, we are in trouble. We have a trouble, Houston, because we have to have a plan. It has to be real, it has to make sense, and it has to work on you.
Me ayudó porque descubrí ahí la improvisación. La improvisación es algo que yo pienso que cada músico del estilo que sea, del clásico, del flamenco, de cualquier otra música, debería aprender, porque la improvisación te da mucha libertad y a la vez te da mucho conocimiento de dónde estás tocando, de cómo estás tocando, de qué armonías están en cada momento, ¿no?
Muy bien. Pablo. Paco, ¿qué es para usted la música popular y qué es la música elitista?
Yo creo que la música elitista es el refinamiento de la música popular. Por ejemplo, el flamenco. El flamenco originalmente es una música popular, la música del pueblo andalucino. Pero creo que ya no le pertenece más al pueblo, porque de pronto habemos gente que nos hemos pasado toda una vida encerrados puliendo esa expresión popular. Entonces ha llegado a un nivel en el que el pueblo ya no tiene acceso, sobre todo a los matices que vamos consiguiendo la gente como yo, que nos pasamos muchas horas elaborando esa música.